30分一本勝負。赤コーナー287パウンドダスティ・ロードズ。青コーナー263パウンドハリー・レイ
ご覧いただきましたようにマイティ井上対ミスターレスリングは引き分けで両者0対0、得点がありません。ヘイシングとドンレオ・ジョナサンはドンレオ・ジョナサンが2ポイントを挙げました。そして第3試合のオーキン太郎とケンマンテルご覧のようにオーキン太郎の原爆頭突きが炸裂しまして2対0とオーキン太郎が勝ちました。そして今日の第4試合オープン選手権大会の第4試合はハリー・レイス対ダスティ・ローデス30分一本勝負が始まっております。ラフファイター同士暴れん坊同士の対決となりました。元 NWA 世界ヘビー級チャンピオンのハリー・レイス185センチ108キロ、そして186センチ135キロはダスティ・ローデス。白いブーツを履いておりますのがダスティ・ローデスであります。両腕に入れ墨をしておりますハリー・レイス、ハンサム・ハリー・レイスであります。レイスはカンサス州カンサスシティを本拠地に NWA 本部およびボブ・ガイゲルが推薦しております。ファン人気投票は西の第2位、相撲方式でいきますと西の大関といったところでありますハリー・レイス。一方のダスティ・ローデスはファン人気投票東の第5位でありますフロリダ州タンパ、ミネソタ州ミネアポリス、エディ・グラハム、バン・ガニア推薦であります。両者ともに金髪でありますが長髪で、そして白いブーツを履いておりますのがダスティ・ローデスであります。暴れん坊同士の対決。おっと放送席にかなり唾が飛んでまいりました。山田さん、両者ともに相譲らぬなんかラフファイター同士という感じですね。
そうですね、確かにラフファイターなんですが、はい、やはりハリー・レイスの方はですねテクニックでも抜群のものを持ってますからね。
さあ、あと場外に転落しましたダスティ・ローデス。そこにおりますハリー・レイスです。ちょうど放送席の目の前に参りました。叩きつけますハリー・レイス。そしてストンピング、ストマックのあたりに炸裂。先に登りますハリー・レイス。カウントアウトになりますとレイス・ローデスの負けになります。さあまた降りてまいりました。今度は椅子を持ち出しましたハリー・レイスです。さすがに暴れん坊同士の対決。おーと逆にその椅子を取りましたダスティ・ローデス。 こいい試合になりました。おーと今度はコーナーポストにぶつけました。そして先に登りましたのが今度はダスティ・ローデスです。
今鉄柱にもろにぶつかりましたね。
そうですね、ハリーレースどうか。有力な優勝候補の一人に目されておりますハリーレース、ちょっと危ない。今上がりましたダスティ・ローデス、フライングエア、そしてその上得意のパンチ攻撃、パンチが炸裂しました。しかしこのハリーレースという人もなかなかしぶといですからね。
そうですね。
さあどうだ、もう一回パンチだ。
しかしね、ローデスがね思いっきりよくやってますね。
そうですね、元 NWA 世界ヘビー級チャンピオンのレースに対しまして一歩も引きを取りませんダスティ・ローデス。ヘッドロックで球を決めますローデス。一方のレイスは17歳からプロレス一筋に打ち込んで鍛え抜いた肉体であります。このジャイアント馬場選手がハリーレースの体を表して青竹のように弾力がある体だと言っておりましたがね、なかなか筋肉がこう引き締まってますが柔らかいですね。
そうですね。
オートワンツー、粘るレースであります。おーと今度は地獄突き、サミングに行きました。体は一回り大きいダスティ・ローデスです。135キロ、一方のレイスは108キロであります。さあ今度はレイス得意のパイルドライバーに行く、脳天食い打ちだ。キャンバスに激突、その上にカバーに入ったハリー・レイス、ワンツー。レフリーは NWA オフィシャルレフリーのジョー・樋口であります。もう一回パンチの攻撃、顔面にパンチであります。一発2発、真っ赤にしましてレフリーのジョー・樋口の受け止めつきません。レイス、ローデスも分かりました。ローデスもエキサイトしました。まあ山田さん、このプロレスの両者ですね、プロレスの本場アメリカでもめったに見られない試合じゃないですか。
そうですよね。なかなかねラフファイター同士だけにねどういう試合になるかと思って注目してたんですが、むしろねハリーレースの方がエキサイトしてますね。
そうですね、現在まで両者全く互角であります。パンチを打つハリー・レイス、ちょっと試合が甘くなりました。
右の目の下のあたりが出血したようですね。
ちょっと切れましたね。レイスの右目が下あたりがちょっと切れた感じであります。やはり先ほどのサミング攻撃でしょうか。
そうですね。
今度はパンチ。レイスはラフファイトもオーソドックスなファイトもこなす超一流レスラーであります。一方のローデスは全米プロレス界きっての暴れん坊、巨体を生かしたパワフルなラフファイトは天下一品と言われております。このオープン選手権勝敗を度外視して大暴れすると言われておりましたダスティ・ローです。パンチで攻撃します。コーナーに追い込んだ。さあそしてエルボーが行く、エルボーが行きます。動物的な感じ、そしてここ一番の破壊力を秘めているダスティ・ローですね。エルボーまた行きます。しかしこちらのレイスの方は青竹のようなしなやかな体、柔軟性に富んでおります。ロープに手が挟まれましたレイス。しかしカウントを取ります。ジャイアント馬場、ドリー・ファンク・ジュニア、そしてアブドラ・ブッチャーに続きましてファン人気投票で第4位であります西の第2位に位置しておりますハリー・レイス、元 NWA 世界ヘビー級のチャンピオン。さあ今度はニーリフトに行きました。そしてその上にドロップ、顔面に突き刺さりました。もう一発。ダスティ・ロードどうだ、立てるか。その上カバーに入ったワンツー粘りますダスティ・ローです。 さあ今度は逆に出してワンハンドバックブリーカーに行ったハリー・レイス。今度はたどるか、どうだ、ワンツー、まだ粘るとダスティ・ローデスであります。頑張りますローデス。攻勢に移りましたハリー・レイス、攻勢であります。ダスティ・ローデス186センチ135になります。今度は得意のエルボーに行った。そしてロープを振ってカウンターエルボーが胸元に炸裂しました。そしてその上にエルボードロップ。しかしまだ余裕があるようです。レイスワンツー、ロープに逃れました。この辺りやはりレイスもうまいですね。
本当にね、落ち着いてますね。あれだけピンチに入ってるようなね感じですよね。ロープを計算してますね。
今度は自爆です。ローです。その上にハリー・レイスがニードロップを落としました。そしてロープの最上段から得意のフライングボディアタック、フライング頭突きであります。フライング頭突きが当たりました。ワンツースリー決まった。フライングヘッドバットが決まりました。見事なハリー・レイスの攻撃であります。体固めハリー・レイスが勝ちました。ハリー・レイス勝ちまして勝ち点2を挙げたわけであります。今のスロービデオで見てみましょう。素晴らしいですね。
完全にね、頭から突っ込んでますね。ちょうど首筋と言いましょうかね。胸で見ます。
The NWA has already been contacted, and the NWA will study the films and actually how Dusty Rhodes actually, in fact, won the World Heavyweight Championship. And there you see the continuous changed hands, and then we'll hear the subsequent decision by the NWA Board of Directors. There you see him. Race moves in. Truly, the NWA Board of Directors, after viewing the film and a hurried-up telephone conference, did make a very, very wise ruling indeed. They ruled, of course, that Dusty Rhodes could not win the World Heavyweight Championship under those circumstances. The World Heavyweight Championship belt has been returned to Harley Race. There he is, Stardust himself, Dusty Rhodes, perhaps feeling a little more confident about getting the pinfall. He realizes how close he's had the champion.
Another thing, Dusty Rhodes realizes that he can defeat Harley Race. Harley Race realizes that he doesn't know whether he can defeat Dusty Rhodes or not. So that's important factors mentally.
No question about this at all. It is Race clamping down now on the head of Dusty Rhodes, once again trying to cut short that supply of oxygen. Rhodes fighting for breath now. Race back on his feet. Race drives that knee into the head of Dusty Rhodes. Race crashing down. The headbutt into the forehead of Dusty Rhodes, and Rhodes rising to his feet. He's got to be on sheer instinct alone.
Courage in the first degree. Dusty Rhodes is showing in that place right there and following it up. Harley Race been on the brink of defeat and trying to gain a victory here in the first fall and get a few moments of respite here between falls. But thus far he's been unable to do so.
Belly to back souffle on the part of Dusty Rhodes as the champion back on the canvas, and Rhodes This match really taking its toll now of both men. Very little breeze here in Tampa Stadium at this time. Very little breeze at all. And so, the air hangs hot and heavy. And Dusty Rhodes coming back to his feet, as is the world champion Harley Race. Rhodes back on his feet. Rhodes catches him with the elbow and staggers the champion. Catches him again. Race back up against those ring ropes. Rhodes whips him off. Got him with an elbow coming off the ropes. Rhodes steps. Crashes down with that bionic elbow. Hooks the far leg. He's got him. He's got the first fall. Dusty Rhodes has the first fall. He is halfway home. One more fall. One more fall on the part of Dusty Rhodes, and he'll be the world heavyweight champion. The crowd going crazy here at Tampa Stadium. The crowd going absolutely berserk now as Dusty Rhodes has the first fall. 30 seconds remaining. 30 seconds remaining. Again, that foot on the rope. Race has used that foot on the rope. He has kept himself as close to those ropes as possible. Rhodes again drops the elbow. Crashes down onto the chest of Harley Race. Noser again on the ropes. On the ropes, and time is running out. Time is running out. Dusty Rhodes on his feet. Race coming to his feet. Rhodes measures him, caught him with a right hand at the bell.
There's the bell, Gordon Soley.
That's right, he caught him with a right hand at the bell, the champion. Champion is down. The winner of the fall and the winner of the match is Dusty Rhodes.
The winner of the match is Dusty Rhodes.
Dusty Rhodes, the winner of the match. He is the winner of the match. However,
he did not win the mandatory 2 falls.
Dusty Rhodes, winner of the match, but he does not win the champion.
Now, as you know, of course, a week ago Tuesday night, Dusty Rhodes was wrestling Harley Race for the World Heavyweight Championship. At a point in the match, both men went over the top rope, one to the ring apron, one to the floor outside. This was a point of controversy. However, as you will see, Dusty, when the match resumed, Dusty very solidly, very firmly, and unquestionably pinned the champion and defeated him and won the World Heavyweight Championship. We're going to take a look at that instance right now, and then we'll tell you what the NWA ruled on it immediately thereafter. Indeed, may I just say, too, there you see him. At that time, the new World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion, Dusty Rhodes. Well, there you have it. Now, what happened, of course, after that film was reviewed, because protests were lodged immediately by Harley Race's entourage, and the NWA, in viewing the film and seeing exactly what you saw, were in a split decision situation. However, there was no question about the fact that Dusty Rhodes scored the pinfall and won the World Heavyweight Championship. However, they did rule that for the match in Orlando, by a split decision of the NWA board, that the disqualification rule would be waived for that match, which means that when Dusty Rhodes, the World Heavyweight Champion, went into that match, it means that the title could be lost via disqualification, a most unusual circumstance.
Well, it was something me and Race didn't have anything to do with. It was something that the board of directors, after reviewing the film, did. But there's no doubt in anybody's mind that just seen the film. I defeated Harley Race for the World Heavyweight title in Tampa, Florida. And I defeated him right in the middle of the ring. There is cut and dry. As far as I'm concerned, there is no way we can get around that. I don't care how you slant it. I beat Harley Race for the World Heavyweight title. I pinned him right in the middle of the ring. Whatever ruling they brought down was not no doings of mine or no doings of Harley Race.
And I might just say that there is something else involved, as I said, a most unusual set of circumstances around this World Heavyweight Championship match that took place last Sunday night in Orlando. And we're going to go to that scene right after we pause for these words. Fateful Sunday night, Dusty Rhodes journeyed to Orlando Sports Stadium to defend his title against the former World Heavyweight Champion Harley Race. And the announcement was made that the disqualification rule had been waived, when suddenly, out of the audience, he was not there to wrestle, had no business being there as far as I'm concerned, appeared Terry Funk to add another twist to this most unusual situation, Dusty, and I hope this doesn't hurt too much if we take a look at the situation.
Take a look at it. They need to see it, baby.
Let's go to Orlando.
And now the Orlando Sports Stadium, the site of this World Heavyweight Championship match between the champion Dusty Rhodes and the former champion Harley Race. And you're entering the ring, Dusty.
Right here, God and Soul, a lifetime of dreams built in this one scene right here. Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream. No time right here for anything else but the American Dream and the world's talent. Right here you see the vicious attack, Terry Funk, coming from the audience, coming from out of nowhere, coming from the front of the building now. Hit me with this belt buckle now, working on my arm here. Whatever he's trying to do this before the match has even started, no sign of Harley Race, no sign of a referee, no sign of justice whatsoever. I lay there now from that blown head. Look at them cowboy boots. And here, all the way from the top rope across my arm, Terry Funk has took it upon himself to unleash an attack like no other man has on the American Dream. On my night of glory, this was my night of glory, my night to be the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, World Heavyweight Champion. Here you see Harley Race. You see Terry Funk having words with Harley Race. Very unusual situation here, Daddy. You understand? We'll have all the people in the ring now trying to see if Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, is hurt or injured. I know I have a lot of pain at this time, but there is no pain like the pain I suffer at the end of this film, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Right here, I'm trying to get him out of there. I want one thing. I have created a dream. I have brought this to the people. I am the world champion. There is no man alive will make me give up without a battle. That means if I have to fight him with one arm, with one leg, with one ear, with one knee, whatever I need, I will fight a man till the day I die, because my daddy did not raise me but one way, and that was to be a man. He studied a man. He studied the American Dream, the world's heavyweight champion. And all my dreams here in a few minutes you will see go up in a cloud of smoke caused by Terry Funk. I am a lot of pain here. At this point, I don't know how bad I'm injured. I have wrestled with injuries before, as you know. See the sweat fly. See everything fly. You see my arm hanging there. We cannot make a diagnosis on this thing right now. We cannot make a diagnosis. All I know is I'm fighting for what I believe in. Right here, I know I'm right at this point. I felt a really amount of pain, God and Soul, that I hadn't felt earlier in the match. I don't know. It's just something about it, but you see the attack Race is now. Race now is concentrating on one thing. He is offensively trying to get to that arm. But right here again, I reach back. And remember, when I was digging ditches with that black guy, T.C. Lee, and thinking about doing what I'm doing right now, it's going to take somebody to beat me. And this man right here can't do it with two good hands. Now, the thing that happens here is going to be self-explanatory, because I'm in a lot of pain, but like I said, there is no pain like the pain that is going to strike Dusty Rhodes and his people, his fans, the American Dream, and the world title. Right now, this picture is worth 1,000 words.
Introductions being made now. Harley Race, 6 times world heavyweight champion, moving into the ring. Dusty Rhodes, former world heavyweight champion, and what a contest.
Dusty Rhodes, as you can hear by the tremendous cheer of the crowd here at the beautiful Omni in Atlanta, Georgia. And now, 6 times world heavyweight champion Harley Race being introduced. Harley Race, a man very, very unpopular, as you can hear by the crowd. A very unpopular competitor, but he is in no question. He is one of the greatest world heavyweight champions the National Wrestling Alliance has ever known. Here's a man who at age 17 began his professional career. 1 year later was so severely injured in an automobile train crash that they said he would never walk again, far less ever even think of wrestling again. He has now come back to become 6 times world heavyweight champion. And all you can say there is this man has to have tremendous integrity, personal integrity, tremendous drive, tremendous self-sacrifice. But he's also facing a man who had 3 opportunities in professional sports, professional baseball, as a shortstop, believe it or not. He's tipped those scales tonight at around 260 pounds. But Dusty Rhodes was offered that career, a career in pro football, or a career in pro wrestling, and he is fired up. Dusty Rhodes is fired up, and the crowd has caught the electricity. A quick side headlock by the world heavyweight champion, Harley Race. Dusty Rhodes reversing that situation, gets a side headlock. As Race momentarily comes off the rope. Beautiful high hip toss by Rhodes. Comes down with an elbow. Rhodes Race out of the way. That time he caught Race. And so we could see the tide of this battle turning very, very quickly indeed. And as we have said so many times on Championship Wrestling, a title, any title, because of the keenness of the competition right now, could change hands in the twinkling of an eye. And when I say the twinkling of an eye, I'm talking about the 3 count. Once again, collar and elbow, Dusty Rhodes getting a side headlock on the world heavyweight champion, Harley Race. All right, Rhodes keeping the pressure on now with the side headlock. Race, both men in black trunks, by the way. Rhodes wearing the white knee guards, Race wearing the black knee guards. Both men battled veterans of the ring wars. Race, of course, who has wrestled over half of his adult life. Backs away, but then catches him with a shoulder coming in. A reversal by Rhodes. Rhodes catches him with an elbow, staggers. Rhodes goes for the sleeper hold. Rhodes goes for the sleeper hold. He's going for a quick concession here, looking for a quick submission. And Race in dire straits now. Race has got himself a whole handful of problems. The World Heavyweight Championship slipping from his grasp at this point in time. It may be all over for Harley Race, the World Heavyweight Champion. Dusty Rhodes, no, sir. Race turned into him, got him into the ropes. And again, you see the tremendous inventiveness, the genius, if you will, of this man, Harley Race. 6 times world heavyweight champion. So many times he has turned what looks like an absolute victory. Race using that headbutt, but it was Rhodes with an elbow that caught Race, and Race now is in trouble. Race is in trouble, and Dusty Rhodes reveling now in his own glory as he realizes he's got the champion up. No, he doesn't either. He's got a side headlock now. Deep into the match now, and it is still Dusty Rhodes and Harley Race. Neither man able to gain a pinfall or a submission over the other. But what 2 fantastic athletes we've seen in action here. And Race now, perhaps, dipping deep down inside, tries to set Rhodes' hand. A suplex, a vertical suplex by Harley Race, the world heavyweight champion. And Harley Race now moving up on that second ring rope, and Harley Race, who uses his body as a human battering ram, smashes down on Dusty Rhodes, catching him on the temple and the shoulder. Race very quickly moves in the lateral That's got to be all. Dusty Rhodes. And again, Dusty Rhodes powers out before the count of three. This man is simply phenomenal. Tremendous second effort. Great reserve strength. Good recuperative strength. Rhodes catches a slamming left hand into the jaw. Catches another one to the side of the jaw and behind the ear. And now Rhodes fires back. A couple of stinging left hands. Another one that staggers the champion. And Rhodes now has found that second energy, that great reserve that is so needed in any professional sport. And it is Rhodes caught that time. Race dropped into the canvas. Race drives the knee into the side of the head of Dusty Rhodes. It is Race once again going outside under the ring apron. Race now climbing up, and Rhodes catches him on the top rope. Rhodes catches him in a full slam into the center of the ring. Dusty Rhodes passes down with that bionic elbow, and it is Race in trouble. And it is Race in a lot of trouble here. Race may be in so much trouble here. Top rope, and you can hear Bedlam breaking loose here at the Omni Arena as Dusty Rhodes has just defeated World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion Harley Race.
30 pounds from situation, Harley Race has regained the World Heavyweight Championship. This is the 7th time that he has held the title. No man in history has done that before. And certainly I think it serves well to the talents, the ability, and the great intensity that this man has. However, this past week in Orlando, Florida, a situation occurred with Dusty Rhodes as he met the 7-time World Heavyweight Champion Harley Race. And Dusty, frankly, I'm just overwhelmed. I really can't explain how I feel about this man, Bass.
Gordon Foley to meet Harley Race, who's a legend, a phenomena, almost a folk hero, 7-time World Heavyweight Champion. And knowing that for the 3rd time, Dusty Rhodes can become World Heavyweight Champion meant a lot to me and a lot to my fans. But nothing I don't think that I've ever done means more to me than the friendship of the friends I can count on this one hand. And Ronnie Bass is one. And I don't think what happened was meant to be. I pray to God it wasn't meant to be, because Dusty Rhodes and Ronnie Bass are long friends from way back. Just as Blackjack Mulligan and everything. So Ron Bass, whatever's in your mind, I know that's not what you want or what you want it to be. But I want the people to watch this film of the world title match with me and Harley Race in Orlando, Florida. I want them to judge for themselves. I'm going to sit right here and tell you what's going on. Ronnie Bass, as you know, Gordon Foley, earlier was named special referee. And I know Ronnie as being a fair man. I know him as being right down the straight line, because every time we went to buy cattle, anytime we were any place, he was there with his money, he was there with his half, he was there with his half of the work and his share of the load. And carrying a load in this country right now is a very, very hard thing to do. But here's Harley Race, 7 times, Gordon Foley, World Heavyweight Champion. Introductions here, Dusty Rhodes. It was the most ecstatic night I'd ever spent in my life. Orlando, Florida was on fire. They knew for the 3rd time Dusty Rhodes would become World Heavyweight Champion. It was a great match. It was a grueling match, and you're going to see it transpire right before your eyes right here.
Harley Race now preparing to remove his robe, and I'm sure at that point we'll be seeing the $10,000 solid gold and diamond studded NWA World Heavyweight Championship belt. Dusty Rhodes looking to gain that title for a 3rd time, and Race, of course, having to pick up the schedule, all of the matches that have been signed by the former world champion Ric Flair, and now it is Race standing in that place. There you see Ron Bass in the center of the ring, and it is Harley Race removing his robe now, the belt around his waist, and as you said, of course, an overflow crowd at the Eddie Graham Sports Stadium in Orlando.
You know, Gardner, the things pick up here, the things that were going through my mind this night is to regain the World Heavyweight title for the third time. Harley Race and Dusty Rhodes, like I say, it was the loudest thing, the loudest roar, the loudest night, the most exciting night I'd ever spent. And the match drew on to like 45 minutes. We just don't see parts of it. But being ready for something like this is what you prepare for all your life. And Ronnie Bass, knowing well, Ronnie, you know well that the World Heavyweight title shot would be yours immediately following this match. There was no doubt about it. I spoke to him before. I wanted to referee. He refereed it right down the middle. And what transpires in the end, I just can't believe or deal with at this point in my lifetime, because nothing that I've ever done has meant anything if I'm going to lose a friend over it, you know. And you see Harley here taking the bionic elbow and taking the powder, taking a walk, because the American Dream is ready to talk. And tonight is my night. It's the night of nights. The American Dream becomes the world champion for the third time.
Race, of course, a cagey veteran of the ring wars, an outstanding athlete. He has wrestled more than half of his adult life, and began an early career, began professional wrestling at the age of 17. At one point in his career there, good block by you, Dusty, and you're stinging him now with a series of lefts and a good solid right hand.
And you see here, Ron is just telling it like it is, man. He said, I'm going to call this down the line. And he says, fifth ain't legal. And he's telling Harley, and he's telling us both, I feel real comfortable with this situation here. Not the fact that Ronnie Bass is the closest friend that I have besides Black Jack Mulligan, but it is the fact that Ronnie Bass is calling this thing like he sees it. If I'm going to get beat, Garden Soley and Buddy Coat, if I'm going to get beat this night, then Harley Race is going to have to beat me right in the middle of the ring. And I'm going to tell you what, the things that's flowing through my body right now is not anything that I've ever felt before, because I've wrestled this guy many times. You look at here, Dusty Rhodes, car driver. I've got so much control of that. I'm going to show it. I'm going to deal my card to all the fans before I drive his head through the canvas. And Harley Race being a great champion, probably the greatest champion in the history of wrestling, and has to be now 7-time World Heavyweight champion, knows and feels that I'm full control of this match. The only way out is the rope. You see Ronnie here breaking it, and you see the crowd, and it's just all going my way. I feel real comfortable, like I say, with this situation.
Well, you know, Dusty, it seems like Harley Race from the very beginning was fairly apprehensive, because he knows for a fact that you do have the ability to defeat him, as you have defeated him in the past for the World Heavyweight title. And how well Harley Race knows that this night here was one of his most important, crucial nights in his wrestling career, where he could lose it and you could become the third heavyweight champion for yourself.
You know, brother, that's true, but, you know, I know myself, anytime you win the World Heavyweight title right away, the very next night you have to go and pick up the date for World Heavyweight champion. I mean, I don't know, sometimes your body's not prepared for it, the airline travel and everything, and the people you're going to meet, because you're gearing yourself for somebody else. And I geared myself for Ric Flair, the World Heavyweight champion, on this Father's Day night. And when Harley Race, we won the World Heavyweight title, I was ecstatic to the fact that because defeating him twice that no other man has ever done, and knowing the people going to be there behind me, and knowing the situation that the CWS had put Ronnie Bass in, I felt it's going to be a fair thing. And I know Harley Race is a tough man. He's battered and bruised me throughout his career. But you can see there, a fifth kick always equals out the devious deeds of Harley Race. And right now, I've got him in full control, as I do for the whole 45 minutes. You see the pain, the blues, and agony on the 7-time World Heavyweight champion's face, and Dusty Rhodes is that close to being World Heavyweight champion for the third time.
Bass moving in very quickly and very closely, checking with the champion here, asking him if he wishes to concede. And of course, we all know that Harley Race is not the kind of a man that's going to give up or concede easily at all. And there you can see the tremendous intensity on the face of Dusty Rhodes and on the face of Ron Bass. He is watching this match, and as you said, Dusty, calling it just exactly as he saw it. He was certainly, if anything, making sure that nobody could say there was any favoritism of any kind during the match, and everybody being aware of the fact that you two are such close friends.
God, I know that I wish sometime that I can know what's in a man's mind. Most of my people, my friends that I know, I can tell what they think, and Ronnie Bass has always been the kind of man that spoke his mind and spoke his piece, and all I wish that he'd have done is just told me, said, Dusty Rhodes, you know, I don't want you to be world heavyweight champion. I don't want these things to happen. I don't like it because you're getting all the glory. And I'll tell you for damn sure, Governor Colin, it's a fact. Hell, I don't need the glory. I don't need the money if it means the friendship of Ron Bass. And what happens after this or what he wants, I don't know. But I know that I don't want this thing with Ronnie Bass because I don't care, like I said, about the money and the fame and the glory if it means Ronnie Bass not going to be my friend no more.
Well, you know, Dusty, like you said, being a friend is so very important. Most people have many acquaintances, but it's very hard to acquire a true friend. And I know that for so many years, you and Ron Bass were really true, close friends where you can depend on one another at almost, or practically, or I will say any time at all when the other was in need. And for things to happen that are coming up, it's just incomprehensible that these things do happen.
I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to rejoin this action in just a couple of moments. Harley Race getting in one right at the belt line that puts Dusty Rhodes down to the canvas. We will be back with more action in this World Heavyweight Championship match and a tragic turn of events right after we pause. Seven times World Heavyweight Champion Harley Race. The special referee is Ron Bass, and Dusty, things are beginning to move your way at this point in the match.
Well, you know, we talked about our feelings and everything, and I think the people know how I feel, but this is an important match, and if you see right here, the bionic elbow is still as powerful as it ever was, and Harley Race has felt it many times. We've taken this thing right there. You see, that could be the crushing blow. Matter of fact, the first time won the World Heavyweight title was with that blow right there with two bionic elbows. You see me getting ready to drop it right here. Full control this match. Probably if there's anybody out there that was heavily lacerated, anybody out there that was throwing this thing would have me ahead 98 to 2. I mean, this thing is just the fact that Dusty Rhodes is prepared. Harley Race is there as world champion, and it's my night. Right here, I'm going into it. I've been working on his leg real hard earlier, stepping into it. The people are screaming. We're going into the figure four, and I've stepped down on it. Now, Gordon, from here on, I want you to watch real close. Ronnie Bass asking just to give up. Man's heavily lacerated. The figure four clamped on. As you can see his face, the crimson man. And right here, you see Ron Bass asking him. I'm down there dealing with it. I mean, I'm clamped in, man. I got some chubby little legs that when they get clamped in, they ain't nobody gonna get out. And right here with my back turned, right here, the turn of events that happened. You see Ronnie Bass going up the top of the rope. Nobody even, the crowd was stunned. I was stunned. Right here, you see him break the hold. And you see Ronnie Bass right here going in for whatever my mind just don't really realize. I'm talking to him right here. I'm saying, Ronnie, what you doing this for? What is it? And right here, I'm still talking to it. And right here, there's a heavy blow because that man throws a heavy right hand. And you see right here, Harley Race right here covered me, and Ronnie Bass counted me down. And this is the lowest spot in my whole lifetime. The lowest time that I ever spent was laying right there, dazed and battered and everything. And right here, I'm still trying to talk to Ronnie and the people. I say, Ronnie, what'd you do it for? He's going to add insult to injury at this point. That's why I think it was just something that he had strung up inside him. We fought before. We fought in bars, and we fought in different places, but nothing like this. Enough to deal with the philosophy of the World Heavyweight title. And we're going to stay right here. You see some raining of stuff being thrown in. You see Blackjack Mulligan, friend, better than a brother in there also, too. And you see Brad Armstrong, and we don't get a shot of this, but outside the ring, Barry Windham confronted Ron Bass and was shoved on his butt, man. And Barry's coming back in now from getting up from that thing, and Ron Bass is left for the dressing room. And this scene that follows this, it doesn't need a lot of comment because right now I'm wanting to know why, and I'm wanting to know what's for, and I have no idea what Ronnie thinks about the situation. We're going to go to the dressing room here. I want to confront Ronnie Bass, not as the warrior, not as the gladiator, or not as a somebody. I want to confront him as a friend. I want to know why it happened because, like I said, Gordon Foley, before you see Brett Armstrong there and some people there around me and the crowd hasn't left, I want to know because I'm going to tell you one thing, Ronnie Bass. If that world title belt meant that much to you, if the money meant that much to you, whatever it was that meant anything to you, I would have gladly gave it to you because I have in the past gave you the shirt off my back, my friend, and you know that for a fact. So I hope and I pray, like I say, that Ronnie Bass comes to grips with himself. You see the thousands of people here, Garden and Butter, that were on hand, and there's nobody went home. There's nobody left. There's nobody running for the exit, and nobody grabbing his children up and packing them away and throwing stuff in the car. And you see us going back towards the dressing room, and you're going to see something here that I wasn't ready for. I was ready for conversation, and Ronnie Bass is not ready for conversation at this point. And you see us all going in there, and the films were there to tape, and to film the new World Heavyweight Champion Harley Race, and then the newly crowned Dusty Rhodes World Heavyweight Champion, because I knew it was going to happen. The press knew it was going to happen. Right here, walking in the door, Ronnie, I say, Ronnie, what's for, man? And you see right here, Ronnie nails me in the dressing room against the wall, and he's down home, and Barry Windham here, and Blackjack trying to pull our friend off of him. And right here, Blackjack Mulligan takes one in the gut and one in the head, and Barry Windham takes one in the head. And you see Ronnie right back here, and now you see him pick up the bag and go for it, and Brett Armstrong and Scott McGee and Ronnie Bass goes to his car, Gordon Foley, whatever thoughts he wants. He's left a lot of friends laying on that floor in there, a lot of people that care about him, a lot of people that want to know why Ronnie Bass would do something like this. And he get in his car and he drove away, and there ain't nothing else left to say about Ronnie Bass and the situation.
Absolutely incomprehensible. The man, I don't think there is any way to explain other than the fact that something had to snap. He just, to do what he has done here.
I don't want to believe that something had to snap. Ronnie Bass don't deal like that. Texas, I'm sorry, God, I know from Florida and everything down there, but the Texans, we do it a different way. I mean, we come out and say it like it is. I know Ronnie Bass don't want this. I know that. And I know that he's calling for it. And I know that he's wanting this thing with Dusty Rhodes. And for whatever reason it's happened, I think that he needs to understand the situation.
You come out here and you want to say why things have happened, Rhodes? You want to know why? Well, I'll tell you why, boy. Ever since we were just little bitty kids, ever since grade school, every time we was out there playing football, wherever little Virgil Reynolds got in for a touchdown, he never was said about Ron Bass running out, running the interference for him. It was nothing about the blocking that I did. Then we go on to college, the same thing. You always got the headlines, and I was also the man in the back scene, boy. And then when we became business partners, we'd go to cattle shows with South Mulligan and you, and that little wet bag was no bigger than that. It was always Dusty. It's your cow, bud, but it wasn't that way. It was half mine, Rose. I want you to remember something, boy. Whenever I had the Southern title, they said, Bass, you get the title shot, brother. Did I get it? No, Virgil Reynolds got it again. Not Ron Bass. That's why, Rhodes.
Ronnie, I know you don't want this, man. I know that it's not you. And what do you want? I mean, what do
you want to really know what I want, Rhodes? I want you, boy.
The man would have not walked away from this right here, Ronnie Bass. I don't care at this point whether you're sitting home and think it's card phone or you're not into the situation. Because you're not blood. You're not brother. And I don't give a damn about anybody in here that don't care about the situation. Ronnie Bass is a friend of mine. Ronnie Bass is a close friend of mine. And if it's the money, if it's the belt, if it's the power, then I'll give it to you. I would rather give you my life and my heart, Ronnie Bass. Because I damn sure don't need. I'd rather have the friendship than this crap right here. So you take what you want. I know in Orlando, the
and you against the Hayes and Sullivan, Eddie Graham, Saturday Night Special Referee. You never miss a shot. I know you'll be there. But don't tell me you're not my friend. Because if you ain't, I don't believe it. I don't want to believe it. And I don't care about anything else. And especially you out there that don't like what you're seeing. If you don't, get out the door because you don't belong in this.